Om Namah Shivaya, Jai Guruji. Today I am reading the stories from Shiv Puran. Chapter 1. The Evolution of the Universe. In the beginning, the universe was covered with darkness. The entire universe filled with darkness. The universe was the darkness. There were no sun, no moon, no stars, nor anything at that time. No little patch of fire, air, water either existed at that time. There was only emptiness and emptiness everywhere. At that time, Sat existed. Sat had no shape, no color, no personality. It was neither big nor small. Briefly, Sat is Satyam, the truth. It is the knowledge, happiness, and other emotions. The shapeless Brahma evolved according to the wishes. It turned into a Jyotirlingam. This lingam was known as the Brahmandanam, the universe. This Andam split and then began the nemesis of the non destructive Virat Purush. He or she was the only thing that existed at that time. He or she existed everywhere. He or she had many faces and eyes in every direction. He or she could see without eyes and hear without ears. It was impossible for him or her in full form. This Nirakara Rupa, meaning formless, Parabrahma after many yugas wished for something else. He or she wished for the evolution of one big and large universe. At that moment, he or she decided to be in a form by using his or her own powers. That idol was with all greatness and all knowledge and was like a god like figure for everyone. Parabrahma is without a body, and that idol is Lord Sadashiva. At one time, Shiva and Parashakti became close as husband and wife. Being happy, they wished for something to create someone to do the job of creation. With these thoughts, Shiva with Shakti applied Amritam on the 10 organs of the left side of his own body. After some time from that part, born a person who was handsome of all the three worlds and with the great goodness of millions of some. The great man wore a crown of gold. The beauty of his body was challenging to all rubies and emeralds. Covered with jewelry and ornaments, he wore a robe made up of gold. He had strong hands and eyes resembling the lotus. He existed everywhere. Therefore, he became known as Vishnu. At the time of creation, nature entered Vishnu. Greatness was made and pride evolved from it. Pride split into emotions, brilliance, anger. From anger, the sky was evolved. From the sky, air was evolved. From air, fire was evolved. And from fire, water was evolved. Vishnu brought consciousness to the five elements. Vishnu's vigor was thrown out into the water. This vigor is known to be the life. From pride, brilliance evolved with all senses. From pride, emotions evolved. 10 emotional devas, and the 11th sense, the mind. The vigor which was thrown out by Vishnu evolved and became an Andam. The Andam gave birth to Brahmadev. Vishnu broke that Andam into two. He made one part as heaven and the other as earth. After that, Lord Vishnu meditated for a very long time. Because of the impact of the meditation, fountains were started to appear in different parts of his body. That water filled the empty sky. At that time, being tired, Lord Vishnu fell asleep. He slept there for a very long time, satisfied. Because sleeping in water called Nara, Lord Vishnu got the name Narayan. At that time, there were no elements in the nature except Narayan. While he was sleeping on water, a lotus began to grow from his navel. The lotus was full of beautiful petals and appeared as bright as the sun. After that, Maheshwar created Brahmadev from the left side of his body. By the wishes of illusion, Brahmadev sat on the lotus which came from the navel of Vishnu. Brahmadev meditated and attained power. Brahmadev, with his power, continued the creation process and life began on earth. Thank you for watching.